Right, Willie? Hey folks, it's Ben. I'm here with another exciting Red Barn Homestead video. For those of you playing the home game again, what we're doing here is you see a stack of 10 pallets and of course a RV trailer, whatever. We have an orchard in here, believe it or not. There's a couple blueberry plants, cherry plants, we're gonna have some others, things like that. But deer are a problem in our area. I think they are everywhere, but they love to eat small tasty things like berries and such, and we don't want them to. So what we're gonna do is build a pallet fence. What that consists of is approximately 50 to 60 of those things, all lined up together to make a fence around the area we want our orchard to be. Eventually we can expand it more down that way if we wanted to. But for now we're gonna do this area, and then on top of that, because a deer jump height's what, 7 feet at least? So we have to go between 7 and 8 feet higher than that, but we will just use barbed wire. Some poles and so just some loose hung barbed wire to keep the deer out. So this is our project today. So we gotta mow the entire area down so it's easier to work in. Pull the trailer, put it over down there so it's more friendly for the kids to play in. And we also have to process those pallets that are there. Trucks full of pallets as well. I'm keeping these for now, and the cats, we'll keep those for now, right Stormy? And we'll get going on that. So this will be more of an adventure as we do it. So here's the narration. The next step I believe we're gonna do is unload some more pallets and bring some pallets over here, move the trailer out of the way, and then we'll mow everything down. Cool, so the trailer's moved. Big hole now. Our blueberries are back here. And then we have a sewer trench for the sewer pipe that comes through along here, so we'll be running our fence along with it. So we gotta mow all this down. I was thinking, should I do time lapse on this? I don't think I have the battery power in the cold. But anyway, we'll get this all nice and cleaned and mowed, and then we can start with pallets, I think, after that. And start getting them set up and build a corner and go from there. So that's where we're at. Replaced the axle on one of my wheels here that fell off and I lost it completely, so the Honda's ready to go.
We got this section now all mowed, and we're starting to pick out which pallets we want to put where so that we can build our fence.
Alrighty, so we're finishing up the sides of our pallet fence here. You don't really have to match them up, but the one thing you do need to do, and I just happen to have these, is we've got these short pieces, and we're using 1¼ inch screws to go through them. And oh, there she goes. And so we just essentially secure them on the top or the fronts. Initially, we use just one to get it all set up and make sure we don't run out of supplies. And then now that we know we've got almost twice as much as we need, we'll go back and kind of re-secure it up there. With pallet walls, you got to have kickouts every now and then. So that's what this pallet is. It just is a 90-degree turn. And what that does is it obviously gives the wall support. So it's not just hanging out there by itself. It's got these kickouts. And I like to use the heaviest pallets I have for that, just so they don't topple forward. It's going to be inclined to fall one way or the other. Obviously, when you put the kick out, it's going to want to fall in, but a big heavy pallet will keep that from happening as well. The front gate area, we've got the pallets laid out for it, but we'll put them up now. I want to stop and take a video break. We'll figure out some sort of gate that we're going to do for that. But so far so good, and we're still working on a design for the upper part. We've got some of that fencing over there. We used it for sheep. Our pallet's about 3 to 4 feet tall. We need about 7, so we'll figure something out to keep the deer out and keep our orchard happy. Okay, and so that's it for now. We're gonna put a gate on this thing. I did 2 little kickouts here too, and we do have a board right here. Actually, it leans against the cart that we found a hinge, so we can use that one and another hinge, and then we'll be able to just put a little gate here. And then part 2 will be part 2 will be putting the upper part here to keep the deer out for sure. I mean, we already have stuff in here now, and then there's the ugly back of my Quonset, which is hidden from public view usually. But now I used all my pallets. So all those pallet hoarders out there, peace on, brother. It's worked out for me. And I thought I need about 50, but I guess we ended up using about 40. I did totally tank my supply minus 2 or 3 that I kept because they were kind of weird. So, alrighty, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them. Comments, that's awesome too. And we'll catch you next time. But not so fast, Mr. Red Barn Homestead, because you didn't edit this video last night, so we have more video to shoot, so we might as well all put it in one video. So here's my loving, beautiful wife. And here is the upgrades to the fence that we were planning to do. We have the pallet wall up complete. We've got a variety of kickouts and things like that. And now what we've done is we've gone around and essentially extended it. Honestly, that's about 8 feet high, but we were shooting for 7, and we had this connected page wire that we'd already made for a sheep enclosure a long time ago, but it only goes about 1/3 of the way. So we have bought some other stuff we used in the garden. I don't know if we filmed that or not. I think we did. Anyway, we have some additional wire that we're going to use. And then for the final bit, we've got a little bit more used, and then we can switch to barbed wire if we have to. So we were just screw the boards to the pallets. That's awesome about pallets. And the same thing we use to attach the pallets together, we're also using to attach our fencing to the posts here. Just 2 screws and a piece of wood. So we're still going at it. Hopefully we'll get it finished up today. I'm not going to do an outro for this one because I already did it, put it in the middle of the video. So this page wire ends up being better than ever. We bought 100 feet of it for some chicken coop work, I think, or was it 300 feet? 300 feet. So anyway, it's perfect size and lightweight and easy to use. So that went the rest of the remainder of the circle, and if I go slow enough, maybe the resolution of whatever you're watching this at will see it. And then right there, we have the old stuff that we use, which is a much heavier duty, but it's 2 pieces made to 1. So, but either way, I can reach 8 feet high, so we're at 8 feet on most of it. This stuff here, maybe not as much. It's not quite as tall on its own, but still, this is not our deer-prone side, but we're talking, yeah, we're at 7 feet, 6.5. See how it goes. So anyway, we're happy with that, and so now we can grow like raspberries, blueberries, all sorts of berries, and not worry about menacing deer as bad.